Hello, it's Tuesday. I am going to the post office. I wasn't even going to record, but I was under the impression that if an emergency vehicle is on the road and everybody pulls over, then when they go, you go, and I thought they were allowed to go over the speed limit. Like if there's no cars and there's no traffic and everybody's pulling over, I just drove behind an ambulance for a mile and they were going the exact speed limit with their lights on, the whole thing. We all pulled over so they could go past us, and they just proceeded to drive along at the speed limit the whole time. And I'm like, really? Why are the lights even necessary at that point? There were no cars in front of them. Nobody needed to pull over until they got close to the intersection, and then there was a left turn arrow that was on. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense to me. It's like, I thought, or I was under the impression that they would go over the speed limit if there's nothing in their way or nobody that needs to pull over. Do you know what I mean? Like, they had a clear shot for that entire mile and they were just going along 40 miles an hour, and that's what the speed limit is on that road. And I'm thinking, I'm glad I'm not the person they're on their way to go get or help or whatever, because who knows how long it's going to take them to get there at that rate. It's like, that doesn't seem like an emergency to me. If they're just going to poke along at the speed limit, I don't know. Maybe they're not allowed to go over the speed limit. Then what's the point? Other than just getting around cars and having the right of way at intersections, where they normally wouldn't. Like if their light is red and they can just, slow down, make sure everybody's stopped, and then they can keep going. Is that it? Is that the only privilege they have? Or can they go over the speed limit if there's no traffic? I don't know. Anyway, that's why I jumped on, because I was like, is this a thing? Like, are they not allowed to go over the speed limit? Because I've seen cops, when they have their lights on, fly past me like Batman, and it's like, okay, so they're on their way to an accident or whatever. I mean, this is a vehicle that's on the way to probably someone who's in distress, either a car accident or somebody who's had a heart attack, or who knows, or if a kid fell in a swimming pool. I'm sorry, I don't want my ambulance driver going along the speed limit. I want them to, get there faster. I don't know. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to the post office. I didn't have a ton of sales. I had a couple of decent ones, though, and those were badly needed. I am going to try to do a solds video. I need to record that. I'm going to try to record it tonight. It's supposed to be 110 or something today again, so that means it'll be 91 degrees in my room this afternoon, so I will not have my monitors on, because any little heat that gets added to the room just makes it worse. And I'm sitting in front of them, and if they're putting out any heat at all, it makes it worse. So I'm starting to gear up for trying to get things ready for the move, go through stuff or whatever. Day before yesterday, it was cloudy outside all day, and I think it was day before yesterday. Anyway, it was cloudy all day, and my room actually stayed at a reasonable temperature for my room. Anything below 85, and I'm doing okay. I can deal with that. And it didn't get any higher than 82 in my room, and I was so happy. I went through an entire cabinet. I went through and pulled out any food that I will not eat between now and when I leave. Anything that has to be cooked on a stove, I got rid of. And in checking the pull dates on everything, the expiration dates, most of it was expired. Now, I still would have used it if I had a kitchen, because it was like pasta noodles and stuff like that, and those I don't really pay any attention to expiration dates. Now if I open it and it smells stale, you can tell, but most canned things and pasta type things, and like I had a bag of split peas that were past expiration, but those don't go bad. Those are dry good that you can have around forever pretty much, and they'll be okay. You can still cook them, But anyway, I just threw everything in a bag because the donation places here, like the food banks, they will not take anything that's expired. Even, so everything went to the garbage. Unfortunately, there wasn't a ton, because I got rid of a lot of stuff when I moved into my mother's house, because I knew there was a good chance I wasn't going to be able to use the stove, and I was right, so anyway. So I got that all cleaned out, and I'm using it for my, some of my items that I don't want to stick in a box with other stuff that I need to stand, like vases and figurines and stuff, can go in there now. When I start sorting through everything, the stuff I'm going to keep can just sit in there, and the stuff I'm going to get rid of, can go in boxes. It's going to be weird when I get to the swap meet, because I don't have a bunch of tables. I think I have one card table, those square card tables that everybody's parents had. I have one of those. My granddaughter and I used to use it to put Legos together. I had it in my office at the duplex, so we had a little area where we could work on Legos and stuff. So I've got that, and it's got 2 chairs. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna sell that, but because I won't use it in the future. When I do get an apartment in Kentucky, at some point I'll move out and get an apartment, and whenever I can qualify for one, and I'm not going to use a card table for anything in there. I've got a small desk that my granddaughter, that I got for her, so that she had a computer at my house, or my place, whenever she would visit. She could play her games. I had her signed up for Jumpstart, which was like a learning, had different levels, different age levels and stuff. It was really good. She enjoyed that, so I had her signed up for that, and ABC Mouse, and I can't remember, there was another one, I think. But anyway, so I've got that little desk that I can use for a packing desk, like for shipping. I can put my scale on that, so I won't have to be moving it around all the time. It'll just be more organized, So I am almost at the post office. Anyway, I guess that's my little update for what's going on. Just, having to go through stuff and figure out what's going to go to the swap meet and what I'm going to donate, because the stuff I'm going to donate, if I know for sure ahead of time, that stuff's going to start going to the thrift store on days when I go to the post office. I'll just take my bag of stuff to drop at the post office, and I'll take another bag or boxes with stuff for the thrift store, to donate. So things that I think probably won't sell at the flea market, like small figurines and stuff like that. That's what I was talking about with the table. I'm not going to have like a bunch of tables to put stuff on at the swap meet, so everything's going to pretty much be in boxes on the ground or whatever, and I don't know, it's going to get beat up. Stuff's probably going to get broken because I buy things that break, so it's my own fault. I don't know. I will go through and probably donate a lot of things before I even get to the swap meet. So, alright, this is over with for now. This is probably going to be a really short video, because I'm going to upload this, and then I'll work on my solds video hopefully tonight. And I'm hoping I can get it edited and uploaded before tomorrow, so cross fingers. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.